Hi, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Colette Alethia, and this is the Roaring 30s YouTube and podcast. I want to thank you for joining me each and every single week as I try my best to fulfill my wildest dreams. And it is being a notable YouTuber. Like, why not? Why not? I went to school for media. Why not? Don't judge. Anyway, thank you for joining me each and every single week. Want to encourage those who are new to my channel to hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment, show me love. Like, just show me love. Just, be nice in the comment section. Anyway, yesterday or my last post, I spoke about procrastination. And after I had that conversation with you guys, I really felt compelled and led to really sit back and reevaluate everything. And I'm very much so that person. I reevaluate all the time. My actions, my thought process, why do I feel that way? And so I know that my procrastination had a lot to do with my diet, which I struggle with, which if any of you know my journey with gastritis and all of that, I struggle with my stomach. So I'll feel good, I'll feel great. I'll want to, eat certain things again, like sugar. And I don't have like a way to stop. Like if I start eating sugar, it's like, oh my God, like so tasty. And then I go back into eating like gluten foods and stuff like that. And that usually ends up in me having a lot of like brain fog, very tired, aches and pains, and sometimes a flare up in my stomach. So I wanted to document my journey. I'm gonna do 30 days of no processed sugar, so no fast foods, really and no what am I trying to find here? The word see, brain fog. No, well, I don't take dairy products, but pastries, even the gluten-free pastries, I'm gonna stay away from this for the next 30 days. Now, like I know I'm going into Christmas, or we're going into Christmas, but I don't care. I don't care. This morning I woke up and I was just thanking God for just life, opportunity, and I want to live my life where God is pleased with me, and I also want to be happy with the life that I live. And so I said, Lord, I'm going to crucify this flesh. Now, I know this is very Christian, and some of you who are watching may not understand the word crucify my flesh. So maybe what I'm going to say is I'm going to abstain from the pleasures that don't bring me any good, just so I can gain something better, attain something worthy, sustainable, something that I can pass on to my children. And I don't know how much of a benefit I can be to my children or to myself or to my husband if I'm constantly tired, brain fog, can't keep up, can't meet demands, can't meet like daily goals, even for myself, like goals for me to advance. I'm not meeting them because I'm choosing to appease a temporary want. Like I just feel for sugar, I just feel for cookies, I just want it, and I know it's not good for me. It's not even like, oh, I can have it sometimes. Like it's not good for me. The moment I start eating sugar, I feel tired. Like my brain, I just don't feel good. And so I need to really understand that if I'm asking God to do a great thing in me and put me in places of opportunity and success, I have to be willing to give up bad habits. I have to be willing to give up things that I actually enjoy, even though it's not good for me. It's not beneficial for me. So today is the first day of my journey, and I would love for you to come on this journey with me. I believe that God is going to move mightily, because I believe that if you sacrifice something that is not good for you, but you fully enjoy, the Lord will honor that. And my body, I want it to be where God can dwell and do his work in me, and I can hear his voice clearly and give me direction. And I believe just making the sacrifice is what's necessary. So I'm going to give up sugar for the next 30 days. I'm going to make sure that I take my vitamin D every single day, spirulina every single day, cook my foods, and meal prep so that way I'm not trying to find foods. And that's my biggest thing, is sometimes, like, not sometimes, majority of the time I put myself last, and then I'm like scrummaging, trying to find something to eat, and I end up snacking. And if you're a mom especially, we snack, we literally walk and eat at the same time, right? So I really want to start preparing myself for success, and I also want my children to take a look at my life and use it as an example. And you know, people say take some, leave some. So take what's good for you, and what's not good for you, you know, you can leave it. But I want my children to see that the only way to be successful is a good setup game, you know. And yeah, so I'm not as animated as I want to be today, but it's because I'm really reflecting on my choices. And honestly, there is no reason for me to keep going backwards. I mean, I have so many examples of, like, me losing a lot of weight, my pancreas not being able to produce enough enzyme to break down the food that I need and give me the energy that I need. I've been very sick, crippling sick because of gastritis. I've had, like, neuropathy issues because I'm eating way too much sugar and white rice, certain things my body just cannot process, cannot manage. And all those aches and pains and issues are gone once I start eating, like, healthy live foods. And then the moment I feel great and whatever, I open the pantry and there is, like, cookies, which I should not be buying. And maybe if you guys can give me some suggestions, because I'm having great difficulty transitioning my children to live foods when it comes to going to school. At home, I can, like, do a thing, right? But when they go to school, I have a hard time. Like, there's beef patties, there's pizza, like, I'll put, like, a pizza in the oven for them. Like, I need tips on what I can send to school. Like, they eat fruits, but when it comes to their main meal, it's not the healthiest. It's processed foods. And so if you guys have any suggestions on how I can meal prep my children's meals for lunch so that way they can be successful, I would really appreciate it, because I'm struggling. And that's why I end up buying all the bad food, because it's here for them, which is so weird. It's like I'm trying to heal myself, but then my children not eating the way I'm eating. It's just not adding up. And it's because I feel like also, like, what I eat is the same thing all the time. I don't really venture out, which I need to. So journey with me, help me out, help a sister out. Let's find some new ways to eat together. There are certain things that still trigger my stomach, so even though it's healthy, it's just not for me. So I have to kind of find a way to make meals for me and make it enjoyable for my children as well. So I'm looking forward to the comment section. Please, like, please. What else did I want to say before I sign out? I'm looking forward again to just feeling great. There are just certain things in my family, which, you know, I will probably touch on a later video too, so I can further explain that are hereditary, I guess. I don't know. I don't claim it. What I'm trying to say is I have the key, and I just don't know why I keep going back. And I feel like, oh God, this is gonna be a longer video than I need it to be. I feel like it's not only, it's a trap from the enemy, because we give in. And you know, like, when Cain was contemplating to kill his brother Abel in the field, right? Those who read the Bible, when he was thinking about it, the first murder, God came to him and said, Cain, I see temptation, like, crouching at your door, but you have power over it. And sometimes we give up our power for a temporary satisfaction. And in the long term, it ends up affecting our whole generation down the line. And we had the key, and we had the answer. And so I know that living a better life, a holistic life, will break curses in my own family's life. But in my mind, I become very lazy sometimes, and I want to just give in and do what I want, and I don't care because I want it, and not understanding the implications of my actions, that my children are watching me, and that I literally have the key. so that way certain things that are in my, certain illnesses that's in my family can be broken in the name of Jesus. And the Bible does say, like, my people perish because of a lack of knowledge, and like, here is knowledge. So maybe it might not be like fasting and praying, which I'm not against, but it may not be the fact of just fasting and praying to break generational curses. Like, God is giving you things in your hands that you, like tangible things that you can work with that break generational curses. And to be quite frank, if you watch my previous video, you'll hear about my new boyfriend. Self-discipline. Self-discipline needs to be in the room with us. Self-discipline comes with wisdom, understanding, and will to not give in to temptation. So I know that I need to really work in that department hard, and it doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but the rewards will be great. So I hope you can join me on this journey, and I hope that you can learn and do it for yourself. Maybe you're great at not eating a lot of sugar, but there's something else that consumes your life that if you don't take a hold of it right now, it can really set a precedence in your life, in your children's life, or your family's life. And so I encourage you that take a hold of that thing that is holding you back severely. You know it. It could be social media. It could be drinking. It could be anything, because a lot of things are good for us, but it's not for our benefit. It's okay if we have it, but is it really okay that we have it? It's not really good for us. It doesn't benefit us. So brothers and sisters, let's get our lives together and actually mean it, so we can live a life that's abundant. Because there are things that statistics are saying that are coming down the pipeline for millennials, and it's not a grand ending. And so I believe, though, that God gives us knowledge and understanding to really change the trajectory of our lives, and we need to start now. It's not too late. You can actually start now. So anyway, I love Unno. Love yourself. Shame the devil. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon.